United States of America versus Mike Mitchell. And I will say this is a matter of first impression for me. I have never been asked to do a victim impact statement before because I've never been victim of a crime of any sort, so I've never had to do one of these. And complicating matters is the fact that normally we would go into closed session for a legal matter, but we are not a plaintiff or a defendant in this case. And we could go into closed session to talk to our attorney, but our attorney has not been involved in this case either. It's been the United States Department of Justice. So on November 16th, by Friday, November 16th, I have to file the victim impact statement with the federal court. The rest of the details are up on the screen and are self-explanatory. So at this point, given the fact that this matter is essentially closed up until the time of the sentencing hearing, I would like Chief Tiderington to come forward and give us a brief update. Could you do that now?
We can do it from here if that's...
Can you do it from up
Sure.
there so we can see you better?
Who's Mike Mitchell?
What is this symbol called?
Well, we'll discuss that.
Okay, Mike
okay,
Mitchell was charged...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Mike Mitchell was charged with one count, or he pled guilty to one count of theft of municipal funds from a municipality that received federal funding. There were several other charges that we were prepared to charge him with, including time card fraud. We learned while we were conducting our investigation that he was employed by an out-of-state company while he was still being paid by the township. We conducted a search warrant at his home in Livonia. We discovered that there was materials. He had just redone his bathroom, and there was he used materials. Some of the materials that was used to purchase for the Four Seasons Pavilion at the Township Park.
Actually, it was the golf course clubhouse renovations, the green and white tile and fixtures, which we uncovered during our forensic audit of Hilltop Golf Course.
Based on the search warrant, we discovered that there was a number of other items that were stolen from the township, such as a commercial lawn blower, a weed whip. Some of the items actually had Plymouth Township in magic marker written on them. We discovered those in his garage. We also discovered that he fraudulently prepared purchase orders to make it seem like he purchased certain equipment when in reality he purchased a commercial lawnmower that was delivered to his home in Livonia. And taken with that and another item, which was a Gator. It's a four-wheel drive vehicle. There were repairs done on this John Deere Gator to the tune of about $1,200. Shortly after the repairs were made, the Gator disappeared, and subsequent investigation determined that Mike Mitchell was responsible for the theft of that Gator as well. All told, it's approximately, well, over $10,000 in property that was stolen from the township. He, as I stated, has pled guilty, and he's going to be sentenced on January 17th, 2019.
And again, with respect to the victim impact statement, I have shared a copy of my draft with the chief. If any of you would like a copy, I can provide you one. I do not believe it is subject to FOIA. It is my understanding from the court that, I believe we have it right there, that it's only disclosed to the defendant and his attorney. So I'm pretty much going to encapsulate many of the other items that the chief brought up tonight. I don't really see myself as piling on, but it would be, I will be effectively representing the township and this board in the victim impact statement. And right now I got it under 2 pages. So, any questions or comments from the board?
Yes.
How much property?
Hold on. Bob?
Who's Mike Mitchell?
Mike Mitchell is the former Parks Director for Plymouth Township, who was hired in the spring of 2015. He served until he was officially terminated in November of 2016 after being absent without leave for more than 3 weeks, I believe, officially. Mr. Kermey.
Why was this in federal court, and what property was not returned that was lost?
All the property that we know of that was stolen has been recovered. It was an investigation that we contacted the FBI, and we began the investigation, and at some point we turned it over to them because some of the activities occurred out of the state of Michigan, so it was multiple jurisdictions, and it would, in my opinion, it was better suited for another agency to conduct this investigation.
And it was public corruption.
That is correct.
So why was it in federal court and not circuit?
Public corruption.
Well, it's a federal violation. I mean, it could have been charged in either state or federal. Clearly, it was funds stolen from a municipality that receives federal funds is what made it a federal crime.
Okay. Any other questions or comments for the chief? So this closes the matter, and do you know what type of penalty he will receive?
I don't. I think the guidelines are somewhere between 36 and 48 months. That doesn't mean that's what he'll be sentenced to. It could be anything from probation to prison time. I just don't know.
And he is residing somewhere in Illinois?
That is correct.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Joliet.